Hey everybody, happy Monday. Got the morning coffee. So, wanted to jump on bright and early and talk about some buzzwords. I've spoken about buzzwords before, but it's the concept of social selling. So it's a way to socially sell a product, a good, a service, something that you provide. And the one question that people keep asking or are wondering is, can I socially sell on LinkedIn? Short answer is yes. Long answer is in a very specific way that I'm going to go over with everyone today. So, as always, as you come on, please do say, number one, hi, and where you are tuning in from. Number two, tag some people that you feel could benefit from this content. Number three, share this video either live or after so more people can be impacted by this educational information. And again, just so grateful. You can give me an emoji. You can like the video. You can love the video. You can insightful or curious. Whatever emoji you want to throw up there, I would be grateful for. So I know that what I am going over with everyone today is impacting them in a meaningful way. So again, social selling. Now, there's a lot of people that have their thoughts and feelings about social selling. And, there's my friend Tara from New York. Good to see you coming on. Hi, Gail. Good to see you coming in from Toronto. So a lot of people have these questions about social selling. And again, if LinkedIn has a place for social selling. Now, again, everyone has their own beliefs. Their own thoughts, their own feelings. Hey, Beth. But the fact of the matter is that social selling is a skill. Selling is a skill. Connecting is a skill. So you don't just put things up and hopefully sales come through. There has to be a specific way and manner that you go about it that's going to engage people the right way. Now, really quickly, before I jump into tip number one, tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is day number one of my 4-day free boot camp that is going to teach people how to grow, build, lead, and duplicate their network marketing teams. If you still want to register, it's not too late. It begins at 8 p.m. tonight. Tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, live and on replay. So you'll be emailed the replay, and there's a bonus day 5, Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern for full Q&A, rapid fire with me. So if anybody does want to register for that, type in I do, and I will send you the link to register. So my good friend Sarah just popped on. Good to see you. Steve, good to see you as well. We got a couple people from Boston. Gregory, good to see you, my friend. Great Trinidad and Tobago. Love it. TNT. Now, so what I want to go through is these three things today. So how do we socially sell on LinkedIn without selling at all? Okay. So number one, make sure when you are building out your network and you are sending connections, that they have to fit into one of the two connection buckets. Make sure that they fit into one of the two connection buckets. Now, what are the two connection buckets? So there's two connection buckets on LinkedIn. And this is where I want to take your thoughts, okay? So when you are connecting with someone on LinkedIn, they have to fit into one of two buckets. Bucket A, the first bucket, is the bucket filled with those that could be potential clients, customers, or business partners. So pure business. The person that I'm connecting with, would they benefit from my product, my good, or my service? Would this connection benefit from being a customer based on my connection and what I provide? The mistake that people make is they do this spray and pray method, where they basically just connect with anyone and everyone and they hope the right people fall through the cracks. But you need to make sure that you have these two buckets full on LinkedIn of the right people. So when you start to define who are the right connections for you. So for me, I know the people that are best suited for my products or services, entrepreneurs, is the large umbrella, network marketers, business coaches, real estate professionals, financial services, insurance, high-level coaches. That's the umbrella. So that's in the one bucket. I know those people. If I connect with them and I build a true and meaningful connection with them, eventually there could be an opportunity for me to close a sale because they benefit most from what I do. So if that makes sense, type Y or yes in the chat box. So bucket A, bucket number one, is that person a good fit for your product, your good, or your service? Now, this is very important because, again, you want to make sure that you are making the most of the connections that you are building on LinkedIn. Bucket number two. They have to fit into the power partner bucket. Southern Cali. Good. Tara says yes. Sarah says absolutely. Ginny says yes. Good. Bucket number two, they must fit in the power partner bucket. So what is a power partner? So if anyone follows the teachings of The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles, he says live in a world of creation and collaboration instead of a world of competition and comparison. So Steve says yes, but the wrong person is one new job from being the right person. True. But remember, everyone, and to Steven's point, everyone has a different way and reasoning for using LinkedIn. I'm simply talking to those people that are in that entrepreneurial space. But again, Steve is right. I am not going to discount that. The wrong person is one new job from being the right person. Could not agree more, but it's really how we go about using this. Now, so what is a power partner? Someone that you can collaborate with, someone that you can create something with. So for me, power partners for me are other speakers, other coaches, other podcasters, other authors, other writers, because I've done those things and I do those things so I could collaborate with those people on a book or on a podcast, something of that nature. So when you are building a network that is fitting into one of those two buckets, because that power partner can introduce you to other people. That power partner could give you the opportunity to go on their podcast or write a chapter in their book or collaborate on a speaking event that is going to give you visibility to the right network, the right market, the right target audience. So having those connections fitting into one of those two connection buckets is automatically going to put you into this social selling aspect without selling at all. Because the only time you actually feel like you're selling is if you're connecting with the wrong people, because then you're doing more convincing than actually connecting. You have to connect instead of convince. So if you're not having to convince these people, they're fitting into one of those two buckets, more organic sales will naturally form. So if that makes sense, type a Y or a yes in the chat box. So again, bucket A, could this person benefit from my product, my good, or my service? Bucket B, is this a power partner? Someone that I could collaborate or create something with. This is key. So 1000% right. Far too many people don't connect with their peers. Yes. Good. Good. I got a lot of yeses coming through. Perfect. Now, again, if you're coming on late, please do say hi and where you're coming in from. Again, I'll announce this towards the end as well. If you would still like to take part in my free 4-day boot camp that will show you how to grow, build, lead, and duplicate your network marketing and sales teams, type I do, and I will send you a link to register. It starts tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Thursday this week. Bonus day on Friday, day 5, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard for hot seat Q&A. Basically just going through those questions as quickly as possible in that hour. Everything is live and recorded, so if you do register, you can't jump on live. You will be sent the replay as well. So, number two, make sure you provide value-added content 3 times per week in 3 different ways. Make sure that you provide value-added content 3 times a week in 3 different ways. So, what does that mean? Value-added content, especially with what you're putting out there on social media, no matter what platform you're using, it should always be leaving people better. It should always take them to the next level without them ever having to work with you or engage with you whatsoever. Think about what I'm doing with you right now. I'm coming on here and I'm providing you value-added content that is going to leave you better. It's going to push you forward. It's going to move you forward, which is going to build the know, like, and trust factor. No one will ever buy anything from someone they don't know, someone they don't like, and someone they don't trust. To create more sales, the person has to know you in some way, shape, or form, like you in some way, shape, or form, and trust you in one way, shape, or form. That is the key. They must. Now, what is value-added content? Value-added content are things that educate and inform. List posts, giving people a list of things they can do to better their business and life. How to. Simple tips. An exercise tip of the day. A business tip of the day. It doesn't have to be anything monstrous. It just has to be something value added. 3 times a week. This is what I tell people all the time. Nancy and I spoke about this in our January intensive. 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you could commit to providing value-added content once on Monday, once on Wednesday, and once on Friday, you are going to have a leg up on everybody else. You don't sell and pitch on LinkedIn. You don't push out your products or your services. You talk about what your products and services do from a 10,000-foot view. Just, again, using myself as an example, I teach LinkedIn. So what am I doing? Right now, I am providing free value-added content to help all of you understand LinkedIn better. Are any of you having to purchase this LinkedIn Live? No. This is free value-added content. which builds the know, like, and trust. I want to draw you closer in to get to know me, to understand that I am here to serve each and every one of you for free. Where a lot of people take the other way. They provide as little value as possible and sell up front and think that's going to help build their business. Just not true. Value-added content, 3 days a week, 3 different ways. So what are those different ways? So there are, I would say, 5 ways that you can provide value-added content on LinkedIn. Number 1 is a post. Just like Facebook and Instagram, it's a very, very simple post. And Sarah says, so grateful for the content that you provide for free. Accessibility was a huge motivation for me. Thank you. I appreciate that. So again, a post, a list, a how-to post, a list post, a tip of the day post, a motivation post, something that is going to leave someone better. Number 2, an article. Could be a long form post. Now remember, post on LinkedIn, you're only allowed 1,300 characters. So if you know that your post is going to be longer than 1,300 characters, write an article. If you're on here and you happen to have a blog, perfect. Go to your blog, copy the content, write it as an article. All you have to do is copy and paste. The content is already written. You just have to repurpose it in a new form. Value, value, value. Exactly. That's what it's all about. Provide the value, the people will come. It's just how it goes. The more you give, the more you get. Now, so article is number 2. 3, video. Video is my favorite, whether it's live or recorded, because it's the best way to have someone understand who you are, what you stand for, how you feel about something, the passion behind what you do, because they can see you, they can hear you, and they can feel you. So if there was one thing that I could recommend for people to be so consistent with each and every week, it would be doing a video. It doesn't have to be live. It could be pre-recorded. We talked about this before, 60 to 90 seconds in and out the door. Number 4 is a discussion in a group. So all of you should be in some groups that are just like you. Health and wellness groups, coaching groups, podcasting, whatever your passions and your hobbies and your business is, you should be joining groups on LinkedIn that are reflections of those. Because then you can start discussions, which is a post inside of a LinkedIn group. Number 5, a poll. I love doing these. I do these every Saturday, and it's a way to poll your audience on something that maybe you don't know they're struggling with, or get their feeling, take their temperature about something. Because then if you ask, what are you most frustrated with LinkedIn? The spammy posts, the spammy messages, and the spammy comments, whatever it is. And then people will then vote on all of that. And you give it about a week for people to vote. At the end, guess what? Now you have some market research. So you can actually go back and see what they want to know more about. So provide value-added content 3 days a week in at least 5 different ways. Now, or 3 different ways, but you can choose one of those 5. If that makes sense, Y or yes in the chat box. Again, if you're coming on late, please do hit the like, hit the love, hit the care, hit whatever emoji you want to represent how you feel about this video. So, third and final. Make sure that you take the time once a day to engage in someone else's content that fits into one of your connection buckets. Take the time, at least one time per day, to provide and engage a relevant comment in someone else's content that fits into one of your connection buckets. So again, your connection buckets: power partner, product, good, or service later on down the line. Now, so what you do is you don't just comment on just anyone's stuff. you're going to want to go through your news feed on LinkedIn, much like you guys are doing right now, those that are watching this on LinkedIn, and you are engaging in someone that you see as a value-added content contributor on the platform. So you guys may not know it, but if you're on LinkedIn and you're doing it, you're actually doing it right now. Once a day. Make sure that you take the time to build that know, like, and trust with your connections by picking one person a day. One person a day that provided some content, whether it's a video, an article, a post, and organically engage with it. Only if it resonates with you. Don't do it for the sake of quote unquote doing it. Engage with that person's content because it's in alignment with you and how you feel. And then you don't just like it and just say, great. Bring some value. Add value-added content to someone else's value-added content. And if you guys watched my LinkedIn Live from last week, you know what that's going to do. It's going to make that a relevant comment, which is going to push it at the top of all the comments so you get more organic visibility, which leads to more organic socially selling. So all of these things that I went over today will all result in more sales in your business without you ever having to sell, because you're taking the time to build the relationship, to build the connection between you and that other person. But remember, they have to fit into one of those two connection buckets. Will this person that I'm connecting with at some point, now or in the future, benefit from my product, my good, or my service? Will they also be a power partner that I can collaborate and create something with? Make sure that you provide value-added content 3 times per week, 3 different ways of the 5 that I mentioned: a post, an article, a video, a discussion in a group, or a poll. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Make sure that at least 1 time per day you're going in to someone within your network that fits into one of those connection buckets and provide value-added content to their value-added content. Speaking of value, this is invaluable information and reminders for all of us. You are so welcome. Love hearing that. So again, if this has all made sense, type Y or yes in the chat box. Please do also give me some sort of emoji. Like this video, love this video, insightful this video, curious this, whatever you want to do. But also, if you are in network marketing and or sales and you're building a team, my 4-day free boot camp starts tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern in my private Facebook group. All you have to do is type in I do, and I will send you the registration link. It starts tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern, live and recorded. So if you can't get on live, you can watch the recording tonight through Thursday. There's a bonus 5th day for Q&A, 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern, Friday, and I will absolutely send those to you, whoever types in I do, and I will send you those so you can register. But so grateful for each and every one of you to spend some time with me this morning. Remember, build those relationships, build the know, build the like, build the trust, and you will build your business. Everyone, have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye, everybody.